Is Owen Jones a sandbagger? Well, people who want to know the history of Gaza will, for generations, be looking at Owen Jones's videos. He's too young to be a sandbagger. Sandbaggers are people who, that doesn't mean he's not covering for the sandbaggers, he is. The rabid animals in King Crimson. My name is James McRathen Curry. I have a history with the murderers in English rock and roll. After Nosferatu and Netanyahu, whatever you call him, ordered a genocide of Gaza after setting up its pretext, the incineration and targeting of the supernova rave, which was an extension of the capital symbols used for the AIDS attack in the 80s. The supernova rave was the symbolic target, which shows the conspiracy between Israel and Hamas in Egypt. Arabs didn't do anything for Gaza. And the Gazans were brainwashed to believe the uh, good guys versus bad guys storyline of the Biden administration. And Owen Jones readily continued this storyline. Well, the rabid in King Crimson, for example, were advised in the 80s that Israel was taking revenge for Auschwitz. The whole thing was set up that they were buying for time to get money from the United States and bombs from the United States to launch a genocidal attack in revenge for the Holocaust. They were told this. You can't deny it. Carnegie Mellon University has microfilm from the early 90s in which I said in print that I showed the proof that had been shown to these stupid murderers in Penis Gabriel's headquarters in Bath, England, that AIDS was revenge for Auschwitz. It says, I can show it to you. I'll find it this weekend. It's in Carnegie Mellon Student Union of February or something, 1994. In the microfilm at Carnegie Mellon University's library, I have photocopies of it here in a number of different locations. Well, they were warned, and what did they do? They covered for them because Paul McCartney said, I'm going to use James Curry as a dummy in a game of deception. And that's where the sandbaggers came in. They were all like jumping up and down with glee. We have a deaf American who's sheltered and pathetic, who could have saved John Lennon, which was not true. There was no evaluation. It was all done on behalf of Gail Burston, whose agency they are and who they were promoting. She's the person who actually wrote the script. So the sandbaggers were playing all perverse, and they were laughing in Seattle as early as 2018, as late as 2017-18, about how they were building momentum by helping the people in the AIDS attack get away. And they went on to do COVID and so forth. And you see the Donald Trump and his yarmulke. So what Owen Jones is leaving out is that he has been hustling the storyline that none of that happened. None of that really happened. It's in microfilm on print that they were warned. And they said their explanation for why they didn't listen. King Crimson's explanation. King Crimson comes and says, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, dum-dum. They say they're the cavalry, right? The reason they didn't listen is because there's soon to be another ice age. Because virginity proves rape. Because there's weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. And Patricia Fripp beams down from Star Trek to appear on 60 Minutes with Colin Powell. Virginity proves rape. Soon to be another ice age.